So I'm going to discuss, in particular, one kind of thread, a tweet, and this is about the election of 2020. And it is also why I don't really have faith in elections right now. And this is something that nobody's probably ever seen or told you. All right. I got this back in December. Oh, I got to go up here. I got this back in December. Okay. This is a list of raw data analytics. And I want you to see who all of those are and where they're going. They went to all over Nevada. And these connections, look at what the times of the connections and where they're going. This is the night of our election, folks, in 2020. You see that? 11/3/2020. All of a sudden, these connections open up to Pennsylvania. And they went to Allegheny County, Armstrong County, Beaver, Bedford, Berks, Cameron, Bradford, Bucks, Philadelphia, Pike, Potter, and the Secretary of State's office. And who did this? Huawei Cloud, Huawei headquarters in China, Unicom. Do you know who Huawei is? I know who Huawei is because I worked in telecom. Huawei is a direct copy of Cisco's gear. This happened back in the 90s, late 90s, real early 2000s. How do I know this? Because Huawei copied it so closely, they copied Cisco's own programming bugs and put it into their own software. That's how I know that Huawei is full of shit. So look at all of this. The night of the election. Well, no, this is the morning of the election, I guess. Let's see. Date, time. 1, 4. I don't know. All I'm saying is right here, this is from like a billing system. That where you're able to take these, you're able to see certain things. So I got this data in real close to the night of the election, actually. Let me zoom this out a little bit so you can see just a little bit more. There we go. So what this is this is analytics, and you're looking at this is a table that has been pulled from some type of a reporting program, and it certainly is something that's related to telecom, the public telephone system. This is the night of the election in 2020, the contested election. Nobody has probably ever showed you this before, but I've known this for now going on 2 years almost, because I got this a long time ago. So if you look at the states, here's the IP addresses, and look, this is all Huawei, China, ChinaNet. These are telecommunication providers that are allowed to operate in the United States. They are also pretending to be publicly held and traded companies that are ethical and above board. However, Huawei got its start by directly copying Cisco, the IT company. They copied Cisco's code so closely that they copied the programming bugs and put it into their own Huawei software. Cisco programming bugs, Huawei software. You do the math. Any company registered and doing business in China has to be able to provide any data that the government requests at any time. My problem has always been with the Chinese Communist Party. It's never been with the Chinese people. There is absolutely no reason that there should be these kinds of connections going on at the Secretary of State's office, specifically on the night of the election or the day of the election. but it also is showing where things changed and went down. Folks, there was some funky stuff that happened. And until the left understands that, we can't move forward. And until the right understands that it is very likely that even if we try to force Donald Trump into running and supporting him for a second term, it will literally split the country apart. You loved Donald Trump's policies. Don't confuse policies with the man. And I don't really trust DeSantis either while I'm at it. But I'm digressing. Anyway, this story is actually kind of big because what it shows is that there were some weird connections that were going on the night of the election. This is so far beyond. Please hear me when I say this is not Democrat or Republican. I promise you it's not. This is so much bigger. This is Democrat and Republican. This is media figures. This is military. This is the justice system, judges, the amount of bribery and corruption that has been going on is absolutely insane, and it's all part of the plan by the Chinese Communist Party. And so you go with it. There's other people that I communicate with that know stuff. So China Telecom operates a POP is a point of presence. We have the maps of where China Telecom headquarters are and where their network is. It's it's nuts, folks. Like I don't know exactly how the Chinese Communist Party has done all this, but they've been doing it a long time, at least since 1996, probably since 1992, probably even, I don't know. I think Bush 1 may have been corrupted. There's weird stuff that happened around his funeral. The envelopes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Bush funeral envelopes. It's interesting. That is just one example of a thread that I did about China. And they are a dangerous company. They are a dangerous country. We have to be prepared for that. We have to know that. And hopefully I'm introducing you to something, okay? You get to go chase it down if you want to. I don't know what it means. I know it's not normal. I know that it provides reasons to start questioning lots of stuff. And this goes so far beyond what most people are even imagining. So hopefully this educates you a little bit. Good heavens.